With paper.li, everyone is a publisher. And everyone can turn Twitter and Facebook into online newspaper. This is the paper.li story.
So I call the year of 2010 the year of social business formation. The business units were starting to assemble. 2011 is the year of social business integration. Integration is what these corporations told us that they're going to be doing. You should invest today in scalable social media programs. And in fact, there's 6 of them, and I'm going to go through them today. First one is hire correctly. I'm going to tell you how to integrate. 3, how to use advertising correctly. How to use advocates, systems to invest in, and then how to measure.
Well, it's based on a discussion that LeWeb and I had recently. He had written a blog post called My Body API. And I had written a series of posts about the personal operating system. And we thought it would be a good idea to bring these 2 things together. The personal operating system that I was referring to is this idea of how we are designing our experiences around us, whether it's social networks, whether it's mobile applications. We are just defining us by who we connect with, what we share, and the applications and products that we use. LeWeb mentioned with My Body API that appliances and devices are now coming out. That we are connecting to us as human beings to do things like fitness, better health, better sleep, etc. In terms of philosophy and sociology, not so much about how we see ourselves, but we live life as how we want to see ourselves. And what we are seeing in terms of social networking, especially this idea of social networking, so the socialization of information, the socialization of connections, living in public, in a way to help us maybe become the people we always saw ourselves as.
How I look at social media, I think the word media has completely confused the market. In my opinion, this whole social media world, the things we all talk about, the Facebook, the Twitters, the Tumblrs, the Seasmix, the YouTubes, whatever it is, it's about listening. The way I really look at a Facebook fan page or a Twitter account for a brand and for myself is that needs to be the place where you're a good cop. That's where you need to be a friend that listens. And I think the word media has always been about push, right? Radio, television, newspaper. To me, the place to offset that maneuver is social. It's a place for you to actually have a pulse. I think we're living through the humanization of business. I firmly believe that this industry thinks way too much about scaling. I think we are grossly underestimating the human aspects of digital business, where you're not a person like me, because no assistant is ever going to tweet or communicate on my behalf. But if you're a logo, you can find 30, 40, 100, 500 passionate people to become the voice of your brand, and you can engage with every person that talks about your brand. And I believe the value of that context is very important.